just about 5 minutes to 10 on Saturday, September 24th, 2011. I'm heading to California to go see the Truckin' for Kids Big Rig Truck Show, which will be held tomorrow in Irwindale, California. Well, anyway, a couple of weeks ago I was contacted by one of my YouTube viewers, and she was telling me that she's interested in buying a diesel truck, and she noticed that I've got a 2005 Dodge Ram Cummins because of the videos that I post up on my site, and she was curious to know what the fueling process is like, or mileage numbers and things like that, because she's kind of concerned about the cost of diesel and what kind of mileage they get. And so she requested that I could make a video showing her what it's like and the process of it all. Well, anyway, I left home about 7:30 this morning, and here it is, almost 10. This is Quartzsite, Arizona, right up here, and I'm going to be fueling up there just so I can avoid the higher diesel costs in California. So this is the last major town in Arizona before you get to California when you're heading westbound on I-10, which I am now. And anyway, so here's what I have for current numbers. I'm about 158 miles from home right now, and let's see how I've got about an eighth of a tank below half a tank. I filled up 1 week ago today, and I've been running around, going back and forth to work and doing the things I need to do at home and all that. And anyway, so we're going to see what it's like on my chip computer. So I'm going to have to switch this real quick. Okay, I currently have 370 miles on this tank of fuel that I'm on right now, and we'll see what my DTE number is. And okay, it's showing me that I have 173 miles DTE, distance to empty, which of course that's not exactly out of fuel, but that's when you start getting concerned and looking for a fuel station. So here I am in Quartzsite. I'm going to pull off up here and see what I can find for diesel, and I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, well here we are. We're in Quartzsite, Arizona at Pilot Travel Center, and you can see the diesel is $3.75 a gallon here. Not great, but it's going to be worse in California, so I'll fill up here and try to lessen my my fuel bill in California. So anyway, we're just waiting for the guy in the RV up here to finish his fill up, and here's my fuel log showing my numbers. As you can see, I average somewhere between about 15 to 17 miles per gallon. These 17.85 was really good. I hardly ever get that number, but the 16 and a quarters, 15 and a halves, those are about normal for this truck. I'll go ahead and write down my numbers for this particular stop and get back to you in a minute. So these are the numbers that I have currently. I've got 114,733 miles on my odometer, 373.9 miles currently on this tank of fuel, which I filled up a week ago today, last Saturday. So in a little bit I'll go ahead and add in my my gallons of this fill up and calculate my miles per gallon for this particular tank. Okay, so the fueling is already finished at this point. I was talking to the guy on the pump next to me, so I didn't get to actually video the fueling, but here are the numbers: 24.73 gallons at $91. I'm actually paying $3.67 for the diesel here, which is better than what the sign out front says. So anyway, And at this particular station, you've got yellow diesel nozzle handles. Most stations are green, so you gotta watch for those. And that's about it. I'll go get my change and I'll calculate the numbers and let you know how it turns out. Alright, here are the numbers I got for this fuel, tank of fuel. I've got 373.9 miles on this tank. I just put in 24.73 gallons at so that got me 15.11 miles per gallon. This is my corrected miles per gallon for considering the larger tire size that I run now over the stock tires. So it cost me $91 at $3.67 a gallon for diesel here in Quartzsite, Arizona. So I could have easily made Palm Springs or Indio or Cabazon, California with the fuel I had left in the tank. I might have even been able to make Colton, but I'd rather not pay the higher fuel prices that they have in California. So I might be able to do all of my running around this weekend in California on this fuel that I've got now, depending on where I go. I might be able to get there and then back here, or maybe even farther. So anyway, that was the fueling process. Nothing too fancy, but so we're 162.8 miles from home right now, and let's see, 373.9. So I'll reset this as my this one will keep track of my fuel mileage. And here's the time meter. I had almost 9 hours of engine run time on this tank of fuel. So I don't really use that too much. I just reset it every time I fuel up. So, and of course my trip meter is telling me I had 17.7 miles per gallon. Not exactly jiving with my 15.8 hand calculated mileage, so I go with my numbers. I don't go with what the truck tells me. If you believe this, you're believing the wrong number. So anyway, we'll reset that. Even though it doesn't mean anything to me, I always reset it. And there it is. That's their fill up. And you can see I'm now topped out on the tank. Now it's time for me to get back on the road and head out to Irwindale. So, time to leave Quartzsite.